And welcome back to Crypto Hulk Show. Today, we've got Congress in the United States. I'm kind of shocked seeing this. I'll let you know. Pretty shocked. They're fighting over which crypto bill they want to go first. Yeah, I'm just like, what? They're literally, you got the Republicans pushing this crypto bill. The Democrats got this other crypto bill. They're trying to both say now, oh, ours is better. No, ours is better. No, ours is better. No, our bill's better. That's what's going on. And I'm just like, wow, okay. All of a sudden, Trump gets in office, and now everybody's got a fucking crypto bill. You notice that? Maxine Waters, that little trifling bitch, Democrat, of course, for 3 years has been fighting crypto and fighting it. She said herself, we have a bill we've worked on with Patrick McHenry. Patrick McHenry, Republican superstar with crypto, retired, made this awesome bill. Nobody wanted to do anything about it when Biden was in office. Nobody wanted to touch it. All of a sudden, the Republicans get into power. They produce a bill. Now, all of a sudden, Maxine Waters wants to talk about that bill she's been working on for 3 years. But she didn't want to say a fucking thing at all when Biden was in office. We didn't see any bill at all come before Congress. Then all of a sudden, Trump shows up. Now everybody's got bills, huh? That shows you how fake all this shit is, okay? They were purposely holding everything back. But Crypto Hulk, why are we still poor? Well, number one, you don't watch my show longer than 5 minutes, you fucking retard, because if you did, you'd understand everything. So that is what's up. Very promising to see that. So yeah, we're going to start off with that article. The Republicans have a bill in the House they want to put forward. Maxine Waters kind of like fighting it. She says, no, our bill's better. Plus, we've been working on it for 3 years. Oh, really? Because I haven't heard anything about that at all until Trump gets elected. Now, all of a sudden, her bill's good, and it's better because both parties worked on it. Well, why didn't we hear nothing about it, really, except a little teeny blurb on a post somewhere? But all of a sudden, now she's ready to push that shit. Boy, she's ready to take, that bitch is ready to take it for the team from the bad man. All of a sudden now. And I'm like, well, why wasn't anybody doing shit when Biden was here? Not a peep, not a word. All they did was attack crypto. But all of a sudden now, they have this amazing, the Democrat has an amazing bill that's better than anything. And you know what we do with that when Crypto Hulk Show?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's 3 gallons of bullshit and a 2-gallon bucket.
Yeah, there you go. The next thing we're going to do is right now grab your phone, unless you're watching my show, and delete the YT app. When it asks you to keep the subscription, say yes, keep subscription. At least mine did. Now, I have something called YouTube Studio, so I'm going to delete that. Now, I'm going to go back in, find YT. The reason we do this is it cleans out all the nasty SHIT that YouTube fucktard developers put on your app. They'll do that at random, so you can't watch me show you how to get rich. They want you to be broke dicks like themselves. So what we're doing is we're unfucking what YT developers are fucking up. So I'll go to my channel here. I don't like notifications personally. It asks me, do you want YouTube YT to have access to your camera and microphone? Yes. And they can have access to my pictures. Let's go to my YT Studio, open that up. And we're in business. Okay, that's about how long it takes. When you do that, Now, what you could do is check your notifications. Look, it's going to be a daily struggle. When you watch Crypto Hawk Show, it's like they don't want you to watch. So they're going to fuck with you every single step they can. Every day, it's going to be something. So when you delete that and reload it, it really, really helps, okay? But remember, you got to do that a lot. Maybe once a day, every other day. I do this shit probably, now I have a channel, but I do that probably 4 times a day. And then I've noticed I get better views and stuff. More people are notified. It's the games we got to play with this fucking communist platform. And the day that there's a replacement, YT better ease up and just let this channel go, because I will be taking everybody to some other platform, and that's going to be fucked up for YT. So I know this channel has great reach. I know it says 59, 60,000 people. There's way more than that. YT just doesn't want to acknowledge it. Alrighty then. We're going to start off the show with Caleb and Brown. That's the sponsor to my show. The link is right there in the description. If you look underneath my videos, you'll see the link with Caleb and Brown. I'm going to drop the link in right here. Let me check to make sure you got it. And you did. Okay. You share too much truth. YT hates that. I know. And I'm going to keep fucking doing it. I've been doing this shit for 5 years. I got so much shit to tell you, but I'm not going to waste my time with that. I'm going to show you Caleb and Brown. Here's what we need. Okay. Russia, we're doing an article on Russia today. I feel Russia is preparing for some kind of a black swan. They're starting to hide devices. We're going to get into this stuff. Before Russia had, you can see all this stuff. I'm not getting into specifically what stuff, devices, etc., identification monikers and stuff. Now they've deleted like at least half, if not more. They're hiding something in Russia. IP something or whatever it is. We'll get into that in the article. And I think something's preparing for a quantum attack or something. Now, when I first bought crypto in 2020, March, April, and May, and I stopped buying it in May 2020, I was kind of like, damn, I wanted to buy more. But I always knew of a quantum attack. So I'm like, I'm not dumping in. And I put in today's money, 3 months worth of paychecks, okay? Took me about a year and 3 months to pay it all off, all right? I don't have a problem with that. If I see something I like, I dive into it, buy all the shit up, and then I'll pay it off. I don't have an issue paying interest. I don't care. It doesn't fucking bother me. I wanted to grab all my XRP at once, put it in a hardware wallet, and I thought I was safe. But then I started realizing, I only studied crypto 3 months, and I started this channel. And then I realized, oh shit, quantum attack. Now, back 5 years ago, nobody's worried about that except this guy. So I'm like, fuck, I was really paranoid about that shit. So I bought all my stuff on a particular crypto exchange and put it into a hardware wallet immediately when I bought it over a 3-month period. And then I was done. 5 years later, here I am today. I realized I don't have all the crypto that I want or need. I guess you can never want enough. But so then I found about Caleb and Brown. And I found out they have institutional custody with Fireblocks. So that means my wallet, okay, look, wallets, nothing is going to stop a quantum attack that we know of right now. Now, this is a good defense, but all your keys are in one spot. Where Caleb Brown comes in is they use Fireblocks. So number one, Caleb Brown buys and sells crypto. They don't hold it. Let me repeat. They do not hold it, okay? Somebody could break into Caleb Brown. They're not stealing your crypto because they don't hold it. Got it? Next, the owner could run off at Caleb Brown. That doesn't matter. They don't hold it, okay? Fireblocks does. That's an American company. So since I'm in America, if some shit goes down, I at least am living in my country. Not that it's going to do anything, because any of these crypto exchanges could do whatever, the same thing. Next, institutional custody is different. They take your 24 passphrase thing, break it up into 4 parts. So they get your wallet, chop it up into 4 parts, and give it to 4 separate people. These other people don't know who the other ones have, the crypto, okay? So if somebody broke into Caleb Brown, they'd also have to break into Fireblocks, break into this other business, break into the other, and they'd have to know where to find all these businesses and match up the keys. And it's going to take a lot. So if a criminal's going to break your shit, they're going to go for this. They're not going to try to go into institutional custody. It's a fucking pain in the ass. You rather just take these, bam, 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 one after the other. Because if you go for institutional, you're going to be there all fucking day trying to figure this shit out, okay? Can they break into institutional? Yes. Can they break into this? Super fast like it's nothing, okay? So that's how institutional custody works. Besides that, Fireblocks provides custody for 1,800 banks, including Bank of New York Mellon, which was basically where our Federal Reserve came from. See how deep this gets? All that's Fireblocks. Bank of New York Mellon is a Ripple customer, and they're using Fireblocks. Now, Ripple has Medico, but Bank of New York Mellon has Fireblocks. Wouldn't you think America's oldest bank, BNY Mellon, America's oldest bank from 1780s, they're using Fireblocks. I want to use, now you can use whatever you want. I'm not here to give a shit where you put your crypto. For those people that want to listen to Crypto Hulk and say, what is he doing? Well, I got a nano ledger myself with half my shit in it. And now I've got Fireblocks with the other half. That's how I'm going to do it. If there's a quantum attack, if it penetrates hardware wallets, I lost half my shit. Okay. But at least I got Fireblocks. I'm not putting 100% of my crypto in that wallet. If that thing is hacked, they're not taking all my shit. I'm going to have my stuff in institutional with Caleb Brown and Fireblocks, and those motherfuckers are going to have to work to get that shit, okay? So you can have crypto on your wallet and send half of it to Caleb Brown. You could have your crypto on an exchange and send half of it there, or all of it. I know a guy who's got $1 million worth of crypto, and he just wants to put it all in institutional because he trusts the fire. I mean, I trust him too, obviously. That's why I joined Caleb Brown as an affiliate. But my friend who's got $1 million worth wants to put it in Caleb Brown and then have Fireblocks hold it. So that's just him. He asked me what I do, and he started thinking about shit. He's like, well, if they can hack into a hardware wallet super easy, then why doesn't everybody just use Fireblocks? I'm like, look, dude, I'm just telling you what I do. You asked me my opinion. I kind of know the guy and stuff. And I'm like, that's just what I'm doing. I mean, I don't want to tell him all my personal business on why I have a hardware wallet. I have this for reasons where I'm not going to tell you because I'm not trying to have my business recorded. So later, if some shit goes down, but I've got some reasons why. And to me, it's worth the gamble. But if I lose half my shit, I'll be fucking pissed. Okay. So it's a judgment call to you. Whatever you do, just don't put 100% into anywhere. Whether it's all Caleb Brown or all in your wallet or whatever. I mean, that's all on you. I'm just letting you know if you're brand new and you have no fucking idea. People that are more advanced like me, we have reasons for doing what we do. So, okay. Now we got that out of the way. Everybody should be here by now. I did start early. Technically, I'm 4 minutes into the show. And that's faux show. Let me start. Oh, yeah. My name's Crypto Hulk. That was my name at birth as a baby. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto advisor. I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. Everything on the show is a lie. Before every show, I snort 3 pounds of cocaine, drink about 50 gallons of tequila, and I come in here feeling great, okay? Let me check the comments real quick here, and I'll start the show. New Jersey, thank you very much for the tax-free donation. I've got 2 cups of coffee. I got to double fist it. I'm just going through the comments really quick to make sure I didn't miss anything. So what I have to do is I'm logging in as a guest to watch my show because YT shut off my chat portion of my program. Gotta love it. But it's okay. I can still use it. I found a workaround. Crypto She-Hulk is here monitoring good and dumb shit people. Yeah, let me just look at these comments. XRP Shaman is like more YouTube BS. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Along with Kalen Brown, you can call them. You got to figure out what Australia time is, but I think they're open 8 to 5, 8 to 6. Try doing that with Uphold or Coinbase, just saying, or any exchange. And then does that exchange have institutional? Are they lending or staking your crypto? Not Fireblocks. All Fireblocks does is hold it. They don't lend your crypto out. They don't stake it or nothing. It's locked up and no one's fucking touching it. How it should be. All right, there's Maria Sangria. I saw you sneak in there. You can't out sneak Crypto Hulk. I catch every one of you. Okay, here we go. Representative Waters. Democrat Representative Waters, anti-crypto, but all of a sudden now she's going to pretend like she's pro-crypto because her ass will be out of a job. So now that she's not fat nasty, but yeah, she is kind of. But either way, she's still nasty, fat or not. And she's like, I don't want to discuss anymore about that hideous bitch. Maria, stop laughing. Let's go right here to a copy paste. And let's look at this article. You see where I have it. Okay, Representative Democrat Waters calls for support. All of a sudden now, God bless your soul. Representative Waters now all of a sudden calls for support on bipartisan stablecoin legislation. She hasn't done this kind of shit at all. U.S. House of Financial Services Committee ranking member and fat slut Maxine Waters suggested lawmakers look to bipartisan stablecoin legislation drafted in the 118th session of Congress. That's the last president. She wants to right now, she's trying to rally everybody up about President Biden's term to vote on that one. Well, why didn't you do that when he was in office? You fat, nasty slut. Okay, let's move on. Enough with the ad hominem attacks, Crypto Hulk. In February 10th, Representative Waters suggested that a 2024 stablecoin bill drafted by then House Financial Service Committee Patrick McHenry, Republican. See, she didn't want to do it then. Republican chair Patrick McHenry had a bill. That nasty fucking whore wasn't trying to pass any shit then, was she? No. But now all of a sudden, she's trying to get all this shit going, right? Now the Democrats are getting their ass kicked with crypto. Now she realizes she can't hold the whole country hostage. According to the California lawmaker, just had to check my channel really quick. According to the California lawmaker, the bill represented 3 years worth of work, and she didn't do shit about it. to craft bipartisan stablecoins. It included closing loopholes for issuers to circumvent laws by operating abroad, like FTX, and barring certain convicted fraudsters from working at a senior level at stablecoin firms like that CZ Binance guy. Maxine Water says, I firmly believe that the legislation that I've unveiled today. You see what this little nasty bitch is saying? Wow. She wasn't trying to do nothing with crypto for 4 years when Biden was in office. But I firmly believe that the legislation that I've unveiled today, Mac, get the fuck out. The best, they shouldn't have nasty fucking bitches like this allowed to work in government. Only the hot ones. I've unveiled today provides the best foundation for moving forward and getting urgently needed stablecoin legislation in law. Oh my God, we got to go over this again. She's literally saying the legislation that she has unveiled today provides the best foundation for she wants to move forward. Urgently needed stablecoin legislation in law. I'm gonna keep it quiet for a second. Look at comments. I don't want to lose my shit too early in the show. Stu, oh my God. I appreciate Stu. That's kind of like above and beyond, man. You do so much already. Like, wow. Stu Lavelle, thank you very much for that donation there. Tax-free, of course. Now, he's talking about gold. Gold. That is all. Cheers. Hulk, you're on fees. You know, gold, okay, I'll tell you what. I maxed out these cards. I'm proud of it. I got 4 cards. I keep showing you now. I've maxed these out 7 months ago. 6, 7. Working on paying them off. Some of them would be paid off, but I had to use them again. But anyway, the point of the matter is this. I had those 4 cards, and I bought gold with them. Walmart.com, whatever I had to. I was fine. And the reason I did that is because I knew gold's going to skyrocket. I told you guys exactly what I was going to do. I did it, and now I'm waiting for gold to hit 5,000, 6,000 an ounce. If gold hits 6,000, crazy, okay? This is good and bad because the more gold goes up, the more destruction that happens in our economy. That's the bad thing. I've got a lot of gold. If gold doubles or whatever, I fucking love it. The bad thing is the dollar's not going to be worth as much. Anyhow, that's another subject. But still, I hear you on that. I've been telling you guys, you can buy gold on Crypto Hulk. If you look below this video, right there's gold coins. You can see all the gold coins right there below my video. We got silver coins, if that's more your style. They're cheaper. We've got collectible silver and stuff. So your choice. Crypto Hulk's got it. If I don't got it, you don't need it. Just kidding. People ask me, so how it works is this. Ricardo Amalekta, did you figure out how Flare works? I haven't studied Flare. I know it's used for DeFi. I'm not going to deep dive Flare. There's a guy on YouTube. I like sending people to him, Mickey B. Fresh. I don't know if he makes videos anymore. He did 4 or 5 years ago. He was all about Flare. Mickey B. Fresh is the Flare guy, not me. So if you want to learn about it, he is the expert. Okay, next. Look, he's got his area. I got mine. I'm not trying to study all things Flare. I don't have time to barely get all the shit done I got, okay? So that's why I just tell people, you want to learn about Flare, watch his show. He knows how to explain it way better than me. All right. So we got Maxine Waters. We're going to end that article right here. That's all I wanted to say, because if I have to think about that fat, nasty bitch anymore, I'm going to lose my breakfast, okay? Let me click out of that. And oh, yeah. So in the Maxine Waters article, when she said, I've been working on this thing for 4 years and it's urgent that we get this going. Her announcement came 4 days after the Republicans gave their version of a stablecoin bill. So we got Brian Stell and French Hill, both Republicans, came up with a bill, and then 4 days later, Maxine Waters comes running in looking like a desperate hooker. She found out she just walked into a church service, okay? Oh! And then she's like, I've got a bill, everybody, and it's good. It's urgent. We've got to pass it. That's what she did. Useless, dumb shits. Okay, Russia. Let's talk about Russia, because I think a black swan's coming. And I'm going to show you why. Not just because the stars are lining up and I saw a unicorn yesterday. That's why I think it is. No, it's because Russia's doing something very odd. I want you all to see this. They're just like when Russia invaded Ukraine. You got to watch them. They'll come up slow, line up all these tanks, pretend they're having war practice right next to the border, bring in hundreds of thousands of troops, and then all of a sudden invade. They were saying, oh, we're not doing nothing. And then they invade. Okay. I already know how Russia works. So now let's look at this article here. It's titled, Russia is disappearing from the internet. Oh, cloak. They're using the Star Trek cloaking device. It's CLOAKING, cloaking, not coking or toking. Toking is when you toke marijuana, like you smoke it, or you toke on a bong or something. They're cloaking. And they're not coking like I do before a show with real cocaine. They're just cloaking. Got it? Okay, I'll leave that one alone before I incriminate myself anymore. Russia is rapidly. Here's why. I want you to see this because I feel something's coming. Russia is rapidly isolating its internet-connected infrastructure from the outside world. In less than half a year, so in 6 months, over 2/3 of previously discoverable services and devices have vanished behind the Great Firewall. Today, if you scanned and counted public-facing Russian servers and other devices, the country would appear smaller than Romania or Sweden. States with 5 to 10 times smaller populations. Before October 2014, Russia had 920, almost 1 million public internet-facing devices and services. These publicly exposed IP addresses and a wide range of network devices and services such as routers, email servers, VPN servers, various web panels, load balances, video systems, and other software and hardware. Listen to this. Overnight, almost half of these devices disappeared. Are you hearing me? Overnight. Right now, the publicly visible Russian internet infrastructure is at 270,000 devices. They went from almost 1 million down to 250,000. They wiped out 75%. Something's going on in Russia where they're hiding, where we can't find them, but they can find us, okay? Very, very interesting. For comparison, almost 7 million devices are publicly discoverable in the United States, South Korea, Brazil. Brazil have 2 million each, followed by Germany, 1.8 China. So the rest of the world is in like the millions, and Russia is like almost zero. Everybody, something's going on. Russia's getting prepared to do some bad shit. Oh, Crypto Hulk, how do you know? Well, I just read the article, you fucking moron. Why are they going to all of a sudden, like overnight, hide all this shit unless they're getting ready to do something? Russia has been keeping its citizens under the Iron Curtain, restricting access to foreign internet service and banning VPN. I know, because I get these Russian people, and they'll say, oh, our economy's doing awesome, and it's never been better. And I'm like, dude, quit lying. Like, seriously? You can't even buy shit in your grocery store. I've seen the news. You go buy a loaf of bread, and it's $50. And this fucking big D sucker's trying to tell me, oh, you in the Western media, you guys are wrong. And I'm like, yeah, you're sucking Vladimir's dick, dude. We shut down the trade for their country. They're not doing good. They're doing very fucked up. Okay? So it doesn't take that. Like, if you have a neighbor, and that neighbor doesn't go to work every day, and he's using credit cards, buying all kinds of shit, but it appears that he's doing good. But then when the bill comes and MasterCard unplugs his access, see, this is what Vladimir's getting ready to do. They've been on the credit card for so long. Their economy's going to shit. And now he's hiding all these devices because I've been telling you, cyber attacks and shit, okay? You're gonna find out when you wake up one day and your fucking crypto wallet is fucking hacked by a quantum computer in Russia. Told you so. When your power, hey, the Russians could hit all kinds of shit. DDoS attack, water, power, electricity. I'm just saying, it's going to be bad. A black swan, let me tell you something. Then some people ask, well, Crypto Hulk, what effect will a black swan have on my crypto? Dude, it's going to wipe you out. You're going to get wiped out, okay? Yeah. Now, the price of all these cryptos, in my opinion, are just going to fucking dump, okay? Well, Crypto Hulk, why don't I just wait till then to buy it? Because if I'm wrong, you've got no crypto at all because you didn't buy. You were the genius that said, well, if it's all going to just dump, I'll wait till later. I'm so smart. You're going to be that guy that ends up with nothing. You're going to be holding a sign in the grocery store parking lot, I will suck dick for XRP because I was too much of a dumb shit and my wife and kids are going to leave me. That's what's going to happen to you, okay? We have right here, following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, hacktivists launched numerous cyber attacks in the Ukraine that continue to this day. Attacks on government, your banks, okay, all these things. I'm just letting you know now what's going to happen. I'm not going to say nothing about me. All I'm letting you know is make sure you have access to your money. Your money. Make sure you have access to your money. And it's not all sitting in the bank. Because I'm telling you, it's about to get nasty, everybody. Crypto Hulk lets you know in advance. Russia is showing us what they do. Maria Sangria. Maria Sangria. Thanks for the great content. The comedy is superb. It's not comedy there. This is serious stuff, Maria. This is top classified information I'm giving to you guys. Total seriousness is required here. No, I got to throw in a little bit of humor because this shit's fucking scary, okay? But I'm trying to deliver a scary message in a humorous way so that it softens the blow. BLD Rob Builder Bob, you buy gold and silver and crypto. Thank you very much for the tax-free donation there, Builder Bob. Then we got Blue Collar Scholar. I got my own official Crypto Hulk bullshit meter. Oh my God. He buys his own. Wow. I have to use it on the show when I see bullshit. Like that thing is what it's a bullshit meter. I'm reading an article. I got to hit the bullshit meter. It just helps me express myself. Like the Madonna, express yourself. Even though I hate that fucking nasty bitch. Stu Lavelle gave 10 people memberships. Let's see who those lucky 10 bastards are. Let me see here. Corey Anderson. Crypto Mojo. Boy, Jove, it's Crypto Mojo. It must be out of Merry England or Merry UK. Ramiro Ramirez. F. Miro. Mr. Azateka, welcome to my channel. C4 Home Feed. Bougie Prepper got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Jorge Izquierdo. Jorge, that's George. Got a membership to my channel. I'm trying to find where. Where did that go? The screen flipped. I saw Nicole Feller's name show up here. Let's see. Where did... Okay, I got to log out and log back. Well, I'm going to get out of this YouTube page. Hold on. Well, it's not even letting me click out. I'm going to get back in on another page. Let me check my channel. Okay, I'm still there. Let me go to my YouTube channel and log in as a guest so I can read the comments. Okay, here we are. Now everything works good. Diego Maldonado got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Jorge Izquierdo. Bienvenidos. Mr. OG says, don't be that guy who will suck dick. Okay. Serious, we got to get a grip on it, man. This is all business. You guys are making too many stupid jokes.
Sorry, I don't understand.
Okay. Just my phone listening to me. It's just a 3-letter agency listening to me. That's all. Hope they didn't see what I was doing to that midget last night after I gave her $50. People are like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, we're on the air. We're on the air. Whoops. Okay, next article deals with gold. When you start seeing, that's what I'm telling you, everybody. I'm noticing shit. We got Russia doing its thing, disappearing off the grid. You got central banks and shit buying up all the gold. Gold prices going up. That I'm just letting you know. Some bad shit is coming, okay? Not tomorrow, not next week. But something is being set up. I can see it. And it's not good. Gold reaches an all-time high. I'm sorry to hear that. I mean, it's good. I bought gold, and I'm ready. But it's like I feel sorry for the people that don't have enough. And I don't know how much enough is for you. For me, I figured out how much it is. That's why I went into debt when gold was $2,100 an ounce, and I started buying a lot of it with my credit cards because I didn't have the money, and I'm making payments on the credit cards. And honestly, I don't care how long it takes. I got gold, and when that fucking shit goes up, I'll pay off that credit card bill. Okay. Gold reaches an all-time high as Bitcoin struggles for momentum. Gold has surged to to new all-time highs, outperforming Bitcoin year to date as central banks continued aggressive purchases. There you go. Look, everybody. The central banks are out there buying gold like crazy. They're not buying Bitcoin. They're not buying that stupid fucking shit, okay? I'm trying to show you what's up. They're trying to blame stuff on Donald Trump making tariffs and stuff. They're trying to hide the fact from you that some bad shit is happening. So there's, Trump, and he was raising the price of metal and da-da-da. Oh, really? You're going to believe that dumb shit? For those of you that have half a brain at least, they're getting ready for some bad shit to happen, okay? It's not because of these fucking tariffs and shit. It's because they're getting this black swan, and Russia is going dark because there's going to be all kinds of cyber attacks. I'm just letting you know. I'm reading it in the news. The central bank purchases concerns over global trade policies and investor demand for safe haven. They're talking about the World Gold Council in here, showing the gold reserves have increased by almost 700 tons, okay? There's 700 tons that these banks have dumped money in. They're showing the largest gold buyers: Poland, India, Turkey, China. These are Ripple partners too: Turkey, India, and China. They're all getting ready so they can back their crypto, everybody. This is what they're doing. The World Gold Council found that 70% of central banks are going to keep buying gold. They're not buying Bitcoin. Okay? Now, since we're talking about the World Gold Council, let's start bringing in cryptocurrency to this. They're tokenizing gold. I want you to see what's going on. If you have friends that have Bitcoin, then I want you to send them the suicide hotline phone numbers. Check in on them each week. Make sure they're not getting too depressed, because they will take themselves out when they see what's going to happen in the future. I'm showing you right now my crystal ball is actually my cup of coffee. That's my crystal ball. Digital asset Euroclear. Okay, so it's called Euroclear, and we're dealing with the Canton network, and that Canton network is XDC, by the way. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Digital asset Euroclear. And the what? The World Gold Council. Now, what do they participate in? A tokenized gold. Just as the World Gold Council, we were just reading an article about the World Gold Council, about how all these banks are buying gold, not Bitcoin. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Saylor, somebody please send him the suicide hotline phone number. I want you to send him texts each week. Hi, Mike. How you feeling? Somebody else shoot him a text saying, it's not too late to get out of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor, we're here for you when you're at your lowest moment. There's always that sign you can hold in the parking lot that says, I will suck dick for XRP. It's going to be okay, Michael Saylor. You'll make it through, okay? Digital or micro strategies, whatever his business was called, he's about to get destroyed. We just got done reading the articles. Central banks around the world are buying gold because they're going to start tokenizing gold. Here's the article right here, not my opinion, okay? Crypto Hulk fact-based channel. I'm not going to go through this whole article, but you're dealing with, again, the Canton network and Euroclear. This is going to be a Ripple and an XDC crypto situation here. Here's your next article. Euroclear again. I want you to see what's going on. The world is getting set up to tokenize gold. It's not Bitcoin. And it's going to run on the XRP ledger. And Michael Saylor is going to need some serious mental health counseling because he's going to lose it all. Okay? Here's the article right here. Euroclear launches a distributed ledger technology solution. Bam, right there. Okay? This is 2023. The article I just showed you is where they tokenize gold. So what happened? Euroclear gets with a distributed ledger technology, Canton network, which we'll show later, and all that shit's R3, which is the XDC crypto. Then the article that I first showed was tokenized gold. So first they come up with a platform in 2023, and in 2024, they tokenized gold. And in 2025, all these fucking banks are buying it because they're going to tokenize gold, and it's not going to be Bitcoin. Now, the World Bank is involved in all this. In the article, you can read the World Bank is all in that. And that's because the World Bank calls XRP a stable coin. Now, for the brand new people, we don't have a global definition of stable coin. You think it's a $1 thing. It's not. You will find out this whole XRP will be the global stable coin. And it won't be $1. Okay? I'm just letting you know how this thing goes. Next, Euroclear's, here's another article with Euroclear. And they're partnered with who? Euroclear is partnered with all the Ripple partners. We got HSBC. Let me show you this right there. So there's the HSBC article. What does it say? Euroclear follows HSBC in buying stake in digital market infrastructure market node. Now, we've got market node now involved with Euroclear and the gold that's getting tokenized. And now here's an article with Euroclear and Market Node. Who are their partners? I want you to see who their partners are. It's not Bitcoin and it's not Ethereum. It's going to be sad. It's going to be sad for Bitcoin and Ethereum people when these laws take off. They are fucking destroyed. Right here, Market Node announces a major partnership. Who are they partnering with? Oh, Barclays, that's a Ripple partner. BNP Paribas, Ripple partner. BNY Mellon, Ripple partner. Citibank, Ripple partner. Deutsche Bank, Ripple partner. HSBC, Ripple partner. Standard Chartered, Ripple partner. Societe Generale, Ripple partner. I think we kind of get the point, okay? I didn't hear Ethereum-based shit in there or anything. Straight up Ripple, okay? Now, Market Node's out of Singapore. They're working with Temasek Bank. Why is that important? Because Temasek Bank is a government bank in Singapore. And guess what? Ripple is a partner of Singapore. There's your evidence there. What's the evidence of Singapore and Ripple partnership? Well, there's something called Ripple Singapore. Go to the 2-minute, I made a video here. Go to the 2-minute, 17-second mark. 2-minute, 17-second mark. What do we have? Well, CryptoHawk, I'm seeing the Ripple logo. Now, this is 2014. This is 11 years ago, okay? Singapore, we're reading about right now. Euroclear joins Market Node, which is a brand new company out of Singapore, with Temasek, a government bank. A government Singapore bank is involved, and it's in Singapore. And look right here. There's a Ripple logo, and it says what? Ripple Singapore. They had wallets back then. They had gold and silver they would trade. Now, if we go to that's in the 2-minute 17 section. If we go to the 3-minute 47-second mark, 3-minute 47-second mark, what did Ripple Singapore also have? Physical commodities, securities. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk. They had fiat currency, crypto, cash, all that stuff. Everybody, this whole shit has been planned since 2014. It's already been done. I'm showing you right here. It's already done. They've already done this. They've just been waiting for 10 years. I don't know for what, but I'm showing the evidence right here. I don't have all the evidence on why everything was done. So if we look at, hold on. Okay, you want to look at the Canton network? That's what Euroclear is using, right? Is the Canton network. Well, they've got 30 partners. They're tokenizing gold. Who are they doing this with, Crypto Hulk? Well, DAML, D-A-M-L. DAML's mixed up in this. Let's take a look. And guess who DAML is? It's R3 Corda. Oh shit, Crypto Hulk. Now let me show you this before I blow a fat load in my pants. There's DAML. So DAML uses R3. And R3 uses the crypto XDC. So the cryptocurrency XDC is the one you need to get. Let me show you this evidence right here. Now, I'm breaking this down. There's no easier way. Like, I'm just showing you right here what cryptos you need to buy. There's your evidence right there. S-Harib1, thank you very much for the tax-free donation to the channel. Appreciate that. Did Stu Lavelle give another? Is that the same 10? I think that's another. Okay, Stu Lavelle gave another 10 memberships. I believe that's another 10. I don't recognize these names. Outfitter Digital Media got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Didn't he already give that big fucking red bomb? Stu, you've overspent your money today. You're going to get cut off by YouTube. They're going to cut your allowance off. Grape Ape got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Heather Hatley, I remember that name from years ago, was gifted a membership by Stuart Lavelle. Scotty got a membership, Stu Lavelle, by Stony Bones. Nico Tramas got a membership by Stu Lavelle. And then Eric Stone got a membership by Stu Lavelle. Kmart Crypto Hulk. That was my first security job, was at Kmart. Way back in I don't know when that shit was. 1991. Long fucking time ago. I can't think about that shit right now. That was like my first security job. Man, I was busting shoplifters. I could spot them easy. All right. Well, takes one to know one, Crypto Hulk. Shut up. All right. So I went on a little rant right there. We were talking about Euroclear. First, we started with the World Gold Council showing us that all the banks in the world, the central banks in the world, are buying gold like crazy. We then got into Euroclear with that article and with the World Gold Council, and they're tokenizing gold. Now, Euroclear is working with MarketNode, and if we look up, and MarketNode and all that's working with DAML, and we see the 30 organizations, we know that DAML is working with R3, so that's an XDC crypto. We've got Goldman Sachs, early day Ripple partner from day one, Deutsche Börse, Ripple partner. They're using, look, I'm not going to show all this evidence because I could be here for like 3 hours. Just, if you've been on my channel, you've already seen all this shit. I'm limited on time right now. But what we got going on here is all the biggest banks. Okay, right there. Hyperledger. They're talking about Hyperledger here. That's Stellar. If you got Stellar, congratulations. Okay, so Stellar's mixed up in this right here. All the 3Xs. The biggest banks are wholesale. They're dealing with Ripple. When I see this Hyperledger, I'm not pulling up the IBM thing, but Hyperledger is Stellar, okay? So this is where Stellar fits in. If you bought Stellar, congratulations. And it lists all the people that are part of this. SBI, Ripple partner, like, there's so much in here. I'm not even going over it. Then you got the smart contract language, DAML. Notice this is not Ethereum smart contract language. Even though R3 is Ethereum, has an Ethereum base to it, this is not Ethereum, okay? This is R3. R3 utilizes XRP. So, but DAML is a major smart contract language designed for building business levels for those people that are integrated with R3. So this is not, see, this is an Ethereum replacement. Ethereum is fucking done. Bitcoin's done. I already told you that. Where's that article? Yeah, I already went over that Bitcoin article. Maybe I haven't yet, but still, I've got to get out of this because my time is just about up. Let me click out of articles to see where I'm at. Okay, here's the Bitcoin. Let's see if I got time for this. 56 minutes. Okay, great. We got time for one article left. You're going to love this next article. Let me check the comments, and I will get Bitcoin is fucking done. I'm going to show you this right now. I've known this, but my feeling was that Bitcoin 5 years ago, I told you it was horseshit. That and Ethereum. Now we're starting to see proof of it. So is this part of the New World Order like a CBDC? Rito Burrito, thank you very much for your tax-free donation. All this crypto shit's New World Order, man. I am Groot. Welcome to the entry-level membership. Brand new person there, buddy. Dave Collins. Dave, thank you very much. Appreciate that. YT doesn't get a dime of that money. They don't get nothing. Either is my greedy government. That'll be the FYT fund. Joyce, I can't repost the articles. I deleted them because I was taking too much time. Here's your last article. Bitcoin is cooked. Let's go over this. Just let you know, Michael Saylor, give him the suicide hotline number, please. Somebody keep an eye. Can somebody check on Michael Saylor each week just to make sure mentally he's okay? We got to get this guy early because when shit starts to go bad, he is going to take a long jump take a short jump off a tall building. And he ain't Superman. Bitcoin is cooked. Ethereum researcher sparks debate over, quote, sound money. Ethereum researcher Justin Drake says Ethereum issuance will decrease while the Bitcoin network will eventually be hampered by its supply cap, meaning there's not enough Bitcoin, like the 21 million, to do its job, okay? Uh-oh. Honeymoon's over. Ethereum Foundation researcher Justin Drake argues Ethereum will become ultra-sound money soon enough. Well, I doubt that. Let's scroll down to here below the picture. Drake said that the Bitcoin blockchain 21 million supply cap could lead to long-term security risks. Are you hearing me? As miners, see the miners' revenue mostly comes from block rewards. What happens in Bitcoin, everybody, when the miners get halved and halved and halved? Like, okay, what happens at your job if your boss cuts your paycheck in half and then about 4 years later cuts your paycheck in half again? Do you see where we're getting at here? This is what's happening with Bitcoin. The longer this thing goes, the less incentive these miners have. Oh, so they might quit, some of them? Yeah. And then guess what? The power starts going to one person who owns a big Bitcoin mine. See where this goes? Yeah, Crypto Hulk, this is looking like a train wreck in the 1, 2, 3, 4 years. It could lead to long-term security risks as miner revenue mostly comes from block rewards. Now, around 99%, but network fees, they get 1% of network fees. So how do miners get paid? Block rewards. If you're cutting their paychecks in half every 4 years, like think about this. You're in the roofing business. You know 4 years from now, to replace a roof, you're going to get half the paycheck. And then 4 years after that, your paycheck's half. I'm not getting in the roofing business. I'm just letting you know, okay? That's what's happening with Bitcoin. He added that Bitcoin was vulnerable to security risk due to the relatively low cost to attack the network. Let's think about what he says, and I'll wrap it up with this. The Bitcoin blockchain is cooked. It takes roughly $10 billion and access to 10 gigawatts to permanently 51% attack Bitcoin. Are you hearing me? If you're a country and you can come up with $10 billion, you've just destroyed Bitcoin. You got to have $10 billion and access to 10 gigawatts of energy, and you've permanently, not temporarily, permanently 51% attacked Bitcoin. It means you shut it down and you start reversing transactions. There you go. I don't need to say any more than that. Again, somebody keep an eye on Michael Saylor. Shoot him the suicide hotline prevention tips, what to do if you're nervous, ways to distract yourself, talk to a friend, meditate, get a little pet chihuahua or something like that. Somebody keep an eye on Michael Saylor, okay? And Blue Collar Scholar, thank you very much. Need to reload, apparently. Thanks, Hulk. There you go. Blue Collar Scholar, thanks for the tax-free donation. We got XRP Guy. Welcome to the entry-level membership. Awesome. Well, then we got, that'll be it. I think this show is over. That's what, I mean, yeah, it's going to be really something when somebody hacks Bitcoin. And according to this guy, it doesn't take much. Any country, like 10 billion, that's not even a lot. And like Mark Zuckerberg could do it. Mark Zuckerberg could literally take over and hack Bitcoin. These Bitcoin people are like, yeah, Bitcoin's, it's da-da-da-da-da. Like, they're so fucking stupid. It's sad. These grown people, these grown adults are so fucking stupid. This Ethereum developer is showing us right here how to hack Bitcoin. It's done. Russia right now, bam, could hack Bitcoin. Not a big deal. You're putting your trust in Bitcoin. I'm sad. I'm sorry for you. Sailor has a secret bag of ISOs and a passport. Oh my God. Okay. This show is over. I've got to go. My time has expired. We're at 1 hour and 4 minutes. I will work on a PM show, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. If I can find news, we'll have another show. And until then, I'll see you there.